is going to do comedy along with the song, I believe.
My name's Charlie, I still got a problem. Right? So if there's this many murders and this many murders for hire, then, you know, maybe some of these crimes are actually just people paying people to kill people. But maybe minorities are just better at not talking to cops about it. You never know. I mean, you see these tragic stories where the 10-year-old at the city park, you know, gets hit by the stray bullet. Maybe he just pissed off Randy. Maybe he wasn't giving up the answers to the math tests, and they just decided to off his ass. You know, I mean, then you have to think about these school shootings. Again, usually white kids, but you think about these school shootings, and you're just like, God, talk about white privilege. Imagine how much Sandy Hook cost. Now look, it took me like 6 years to write a Sandy Hook joke, but it only took me about 2.5 to write a 9/11 one. So you want to hear that? Ah, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's good. Oh my goodness. You want Ariel. I want a redhead that don't talk. That's what I'm looking for. I'm under the sea. That's what I'm trying to find. That's not going to get any better from here. I mean, I imagine it's going to start turning into some Alice in Wonderland shit. You know, I just need a chick that's okay with how crazy I am. We've all seen, you know, the bayonet story where someone's taking their shopping cart full of groceries out of Walmart, and you're like, who the hell would try to do that? It has to have worked for somebody. This is word of mouth, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Bob told Bernadette, and that's why Jessica Lynn's pushing the cart past the point of sale. I mean, that's how it works. But you go through like the whole month, and you got to pay bills and buy shit, and there's insurance, and then you get your payday. But it's pretty realistic. It's just it's missing this one element that I feel like would really tie it all together. Addiction. Because nothing eats a paycheck away like a cocaine habit. I promise you that. So they just need to add that last little element. She also got Guess Who. You guys remember Guess Who? Yeah. It's a classic game. You know, I mean. The rules haven't changed, just the society with which we play them. So I'm playing this with my daughter, and first question out of the gate is, Daddy, is your person a boy or a girl? I was like, I don't know, honey. I don't know how that card identifies. I mean, Kyle here could be Kylie. He's got some blonde hair, and I mean, not that breasts are indicative of feminism, but I'm only looking from the neck up here. I mean, I don't know how they feel. Go fuck yourselves, you know? Oh my goodness, where are we going here? I gotta break out an old one for Steve. Yeah. I haven't seen Steve since, oh man, since he was tooting over a toot. So I mean, that's going a little quick. So, you know, when I'm not trying to make people laugh, I'm actually ordained. I would never get married, but I like watching car accidents, so, you know, I'll be a part of it.
God bless you.
Yeah. I'm just there for the contract. But the last wedding that I did was a true story. I had a hickey on my neck. And I hate hickeys and I hate the people that give them. But, you know, when I do a wedding, I wear my priest collar and the whole line. It really got me thinking. I was like, well, maybe that's why priests wear collars, to cover up the hickeys. No, I can't possibly do that. You know how difficult it is to teach a child to suck your neck? It's so much easier to just have them suck your dick. So look, when I'm not trying to make you laugh and I'm not ordained, I used to be a waiter by trade. My favorite thing about being a waiter is that everyone thinks you're trying to make them laugh and really you're just trying to do your fucking job. You know, I'll show up to your table and I'll just bring some waters and they'll be like, oh, hey, thanks a lot for that. And I'm like, yeah, I even put it in a clean glass. I'm like, no, really, there's some dirty shit back there. You have no idea. You know, or you're in the bathroom, you finally get a chance to take a piss and the customer comes in, it's like, great, now I gotta wash my hands. But my favorite is when people finish up their meal and I'm like, hey, you know, would you like a box for that? They got some spring rolls or something and they're like, oh, no, you can have that, you know. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm going to be eating that this evening. Like, and they're like, no, seriously, I eat after people that I don't know. Now, I know you think that's weird, but I have a very simple standard under which I'll do it. Essentially, if I would be willing to have sex with you, I should think that I would be willing to eat after you.
Right?
I mean, you're telling me that you finish up with a chick and there's a half-eaten sandwich on the nightstand and you wouldn't eat that sandwich? Like, what kind of nasty bitch are you fucking if you wouldn't eat that sandwich? Now look, it does have its downside. Sometimes you're sitting in your car at the end of the day and you're just thinking to yourself, oh, these ribs, why are I eating these ribs? This guy, he was so old, I can't believe I'm having hypothetical sex with him right now. That's disgusting. And look, I've had my share of kids' chicken tenders and I'm not proud of it, but I'll let that soak in. See, I told that joke a long time ago at Gridiron Grill, which is also why I'm no longer allowed to ever perform at Gridiron Grill.
I'm banned.
And,
Fuck Gridiron Grill.
fuck Gridiron. I live in Callaway, I can't say that. That's on film. Shit. No, but I would like to perform in your establishment. Anyway, I'm performing this, and there's a softball team in front of me on the stage. And this woman's breastfeeding. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but she's breastfeeding. And, you know, I kind of was losing my and I was like, I'd eat after that kid, thinking, you know, I'd suck a titty, but if you really pay attention to the joke, I was basically saying I'd fuck that baby. And I was like, oh, the people who were paying attention were like, what? And the people who weren't were like, okay, I don't know what to do with you. But my goodness gracious. Well, look here, in a few moments, you guys may or may not clap for me, and frankly, I don't give a fuck. Because everything you do in life, you do for yourselves. You do it for yourself. There is no selfless act. Every time I hold the door open for a woman, it's just because I want to fuck her. Every time I hold the door open for an ugly woman, it's just because one day she might be the only person that'll fuck me. And every time I hold the door open for a guy, it's a little bit of both. But you've been a decent audience tonight. Have a good evening. Clap for yourself.